Hello, I'm Lynette. Today we're exploring Asemic writing, which is those beautiful flowing marks that look like writing, but they carry no specific meaning. Or do they? We're going to discuss that. And to me, it's fascinating how letting go of the need to make sense can lead to our most authentic work and our expression. And so as we create these flowing marks together, I want you to notice how your hand wants to move, how your intuition guides you. So on that note, let's get started. And as I start with this video, you are welcome to join me to grab a pencil, a pen, a brush, some paper, and you may want to do some marks along the way while I'm doing it. For myself, I just have a piece of writing paper, pencil, charcoal pencil, a bigger piece of charcoal, and marker, and we'll try some of these. Doesn't have to be fancy. We're just going to be making some marks and start, because for me, Asemic writing is just about the freedom. It's getting used to feeling this tool in your hand and what it can do. And these marks may look like writing. You may go, maybe started with breathe, and then you get bigger, and they don't actually say anything. They're very free-flowing, unrestrained, and most importantly, they do not need to be perfect. I know I say that a lot, you don't have to be perfect, but it's so true. So let's send that perfectionism out the door. I'm just going to flip these things over and keep working. Think of it as you are writing, say if you say smile, and then suddenly your pen just goes on its own, and you leave your thinking behind, and you start to just look at the marks. What marks can I make? Can I make really big marks? They don't have to be in a line. They can be around. They can be on the edges. They're free-flowing in what you're doing. And you can even have, if you have random thoughts, you can be saying hello, or if you want to say something and you don't want anybody else to know what you've said, Asemic writing is really good for that. But also Asemic writing, when we practice marks, whether we do them with a pen or if we do them, let's try with charcoal. So when you're trying things, the tools can be so expressive. You're getting used to how it's in your hand. You're getting used to what it can do on the paper. And also, what does it look like to you? Does it look very aggressive and angular and say something different than if you're just flowing and talking in a softer voice? How does that feel for you? Just being free and open and just doing what you want to do. Your pen is in charge now, not your brain. And it almost feels like the pen or charcoal here is expressing something that words cannot quite capture. And that's what I love about this. I love that this can be capturing something deeper inside of you. Because once we get caught up with words, then words have meaning, whereas this doesn't have meaning. So now it's about emotions, and now it's about feelings. And can you do it with the edges of it? And what can you do? And this idea of creating without needing to make it sense, it's not just for art, it's for life. Because so often we get stuck, we think that everything needs to make sense. We want answers, we want validation, we want proof, and we want to know that we're doing it right, or that it's worthwhile. And then what do? Then we freeze. absolutely freeze. That's what I do. If I have too many things going on, I freeze and then I don't want to do anything. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way. But here's the thing, it's not about being right. When you let go of needing everything to make sense, then it becomes what's real. So as you do this Asemic writing, think of it like a dance. You're not trying to get it right. You're letting your hand have some fun. Let it explore the space. Try it with taking up more room. And then try it so that you're taking up a little space. And what does it feel like? And how does it work for you? You can flip it around, adding things, looking at it a different way. The more you let go, the more fun it becomes. And if you're thinking, oh gosh, this is just so silly or wrong, or I'm not doing it right. Well, that's great, because that's the point. Letting go of that, of all that you want to make it perfect, that's the whole part of where the magic happens. And that's when you start to come out, because the judgment's ending. You're allowed to be messy. You're allowed to be imperfect. So as you explore, and there's various tools, even with, I have my trusty little squeeze bottle. I love this thing. So even if you're trying to say something, depends upon the space you have it in, you have that you're going to be working with. It might be in a collage, it might be in the background of a painting, but get used to working with your tools and how it feels in your hand. And these marks and what we're doing, and I want you to just play right now. This is the whole process of it, is getting your mind in that, going in that. It doesn't matter what I do. I don't need to be perfect. Nope, no perfection here. And I mentioned this is going to be a whole series. And I'll tell you what's coming up in the next one. But first of all, I just want to mention, if you've enjoyed just this little bit of introduction to Asemic writing, please subscribe and join me in the next one. And if you like it, by all means, click the like button and share it with some friends if you would like to bring them along on this journey. And we're going to be really carving out a little bit more of this calm, creative space that you go into and you have fun. And if you have any comments, by all means, let me know, because I read them and I respond to all of them. Just about exploring. Also, I should say, sign up for my newsletter if you want, because there's tips and challenges and updates, and I'll be sharing some fun stuff so you can bring more to your practice. And so, as I mentioned, on the next video, I got too distracted by what I was trying to do here. In the next video, I'm going to show you more tools than this, and we're going to go into more things specifically. And also I'm going to show you inspiration so that you can find the marks that you love. Because whether you, like for example with me, I love using this little squeeze bottle. So if you find something you love, if you love doing straight lines, if they're all geometric happening, that starts to become who you are and what your style is. And even though these are so simple with your marks make up your whole painting. And so we're going to go into more of that on the next video. So until then, keep creating and be yourself and have fun. We'll see you then. Okay, I have to show you, for all you people that are staying till the end, I put that little squeeze bottle on with acrylic ink. It really did some interesting things. And as well, on my paper, I love these little things. So cool. Happy accidents. Love it. See you next time.